It's been just terrific. We have actually been here 2 weeks today. Our players have absolutely been great and been very receptive to change and to learning the new offense and new defense. I never thought we would be able to have this much done in about 10 practices, but been able to get my coaching staff almost about 80% filled, and so it's been a tremendous 2 weeks. It was about a 6-day window. I got a call from Dr. Wellman on a Saturday to visit with her on a Friday, and we had some preliminary talks. About 3 days later, I got a call to ask to have a formal interview on a Thursday. Later that night, I was offered the job, and the next morning, actually the next afternoon, I met the players, and so it was kind of a whirlwind. I've been coaching 27 years. This has been a kind of a silent, I haven't publicized a whole lot, but it's kind of a silent dream of mine for my entire career. One of my hopes is that I would at some point have a chance to coach here at Westlake High School. Well, back when he was living, we talked about it all the time. We talked about, of course, as a young coach, I was here and around the program a lot. My children spent their summers here at Westlake, going to camps and everything, spending time with their grandparents. Coach Neptune not only was my father-in-law, but he was a tremendous mentor to me when I was a young coach, and I learned so much from him. Well, we've got certain objectives that we wanted to get done in our 11 practices that we had. Really, we just want to see us polish it up a little bit. I want to see you guys get after it, compete, put on a good show for the fans, stay healthy, get everybody in, get everybody on some good video for a last. Really, it's going to be a spring game, but it's really our last practice, and so we want to be sharp. We want to be efficient, and it'll be our last time before we practice on August 11th. So it's an important day. Well, it'll be. There has been a lot of evaluation, a lot of competition for positions right now. It will be a little bit more streamlined when we start fall practice. The varsity will practice with the varsity, the JV will practice with the JV, and the freshmen will practice with the freshmen. Right now, we kind of mix and mingle all of them and trying to get a look at everybody and get us a chance as a new staff to get a chance to evaluate. We will continue to be battling for positions in the fall, but those teams, because of spring football, we'll pretty much have about 90% idea of what our varsity, JV, and freshmen will look like. I'm an upbeat guy. I'm a positive guy. I let our players know this is who I am. I've been doing pretty much you establish who you are. I like, our players, I think, are starting to understand that there are certain things that really upset me, and I let them know what they are, and so we can stay away from those things, But I think on the big picture things, we'll get all over players sometimes and get upset at them, but we're going to love them up before they leave the practice field. Well, I don't know about changing. One thing, I'm just thrilled to be at a place that has such great traditions, Westlake. I was telling our seniors about a week ago, one of the great things about coming to a place like this is a guy like me never thinks about having to change the helmet or change the uniforms. I mean, there's such great tradition here. One of the things I'm doing, I'm kind of evaluating and fact-finding on maybe any traditions that somewhere may have gone by the wayside that are important to people around here, and and finding out what they are, and then just honoring the great coaches and the great teams that have come before us. I want to send a message to all of our ex-players that if they haven't been back in a while, come back and enjoy the place that they helped build.